What's up, everybody? Chris Dover here, head systems trader at Macro Ops, and I got a little update. So we're expecting our first child, me and my wife, and many of you know I've been a nomad for the last, I've been a nomad since for about 15 years. I met my wife, who was not a nomad, an attorney, house, car, like the whole life, and so I spent the next few years convincing her to become a nomad with me. And a few years, for the last 3 years, we have been just traveling the world, living in Airbnbs. This is our last Airbnb before we actually take possession of a home. So I spent the weekend, I flew up to Montana. Now, we had a bit of a home base in Montana. So I went up and, it was a small storage locker of stuff that we kind of, suits and, some equipment that kind of, we had a family property up there that we stored stuff in a closet. So I flew up there Friday, rented a truck, and drove from Montana to Scottsdale, Arizona. That was about 25 hours of driving total. So had a flat tire along the way. It was snowing crazy up high in the Rockies there in Montana. And the roads weren't exactly plowed fully. Waze took me through some more efficient mountain passages, but that was a lot riskier in the truck than it would have been in a four-wheel drive or something. Single lane roads, all that. Didn't make it out of Montana the first day, so stayed the night. And up there this time of year, the sun sets really early and raises really late. So I went to bed around 8, woke up at 3:30, and I was just ready to go. So that's like 4 or 5 hours before the sunrise, at least 5 hours before the sunrise. So I got up, did some research, did some planning. Evaluated a bunch of prop firms that I'm looking at, and got my workout in, and cold shower, the breathing, the whole morning routine, and I got on the road and I spent the next I drove 13 hours that day to pick up my wife's cousin in Salt Lake City, and he accompanied me the rest of the way. So why is all that important? Well, I kind of wanted to update you guys on what I'm thinking. What I'm doing as an individual trader and husband, and now a future father, and kind of adjusting to the nomadic life that we're going to continue to lead, but with a home base. And more importantly, so with all that time on the road, so all day Friday, I'm on planes by myself. The market's closed, and I'm kind of starting this process of thinking, and then Saturday, loading up the truck and driving through the snowstorms, and then all day Sunday, that long 13-hour day of driving. I had a lot of time to think. I had a lot of time to think about what information I need to get out to traders to help you guys become better at what you're doing. And I take it for granted. I've been trading for 20 years. And I take for granted so many of these little nuances that I know, and I learned the hard way, that you guys may not know, and I may assume you know. So one, please keep hitting me up and asking questions. Hey, could you do a video on this? Hey, could you cover this subject? Hey, let's do it. But two, I just wanted to start rattling off some things that I know and that works for me. So one of the important things here that I really, kind of the overall thing is, having a system is the thing that gets you to becoming a professional trader. If you're constantly chasing news or the big idea or reading an article or a publication and then just going straight to a trade, that's not professional trading. And I'm not going to say that's not professional investing, or that's not, asset management of your, managing your accounts or anything like that. But what I will say is that is not trading, because trading, and I'm going to define it as professional trading, is you have a quantitative and measurable practice. So you have a you do exactly the same. You have a plan, you know exactly what to do with it, and you execute it constantly. Because your job as a professional trader is to manage your system. It's not to manage the P&L and know what your P&L is doing at any given time. In fact, that part should probably be turned off. I prefer to have my P&L on a completely turned away, and I'll look at it. I'll pay attention to the end of the day, you know, when I'm updating all my records. But watching it during the day, that doesn't do anything other than it will take you in and out of your system, which you have a system because that's your job, is to trade that system. Your job is to become as efficient, 95% or better efficient at running that system. And what is efficiency? That's not making mistakes, not entering in 10 contracts when you should have done one, not entering one when you should have done 10, seeing the market down and you have your setup and all of a sudden you're hearing about some news and you're worried that it's the top of the market and it's going to fall apart, where your system says this is where you should be buying. So then what do? You buy half or you buy a quarter because you're really worried. But you should have precision system sizing algorithms there to tell you what size positions to take. You should have the strategy exactly executed, how it should be done. And then managing the trade, whether that's adding to positions or taking positions off, or not adding other positions because you need to focus on this, or not taking trades because you have meetings, but more importantly, don't have meetings when you should be trading. So that's like the big picture here. Now, as I'm getting, you know, we got a really nice house. It's big. I'm going to have a really big home office that I've been dying for since I've been working off of just trading off my laptop for the last 4 years or so. I've been, you know, like really excited to scale up my business, and I'm going to be, you know, building it, you know, getting a desk, actually running multiple monitors. And there's a reason that I'm going to be running multiple monitors, because I'm going to be running multiple accounts, and each monitor is going to represent an account, so that there's not, I'm not like constantly, oh, I forgot to enter this one. Like every account is going to be on each screen, and they're just there running, doing what they need to be doing, my records, my order entry, and my chart for each account. And then I'll work on my main system, my main computer, my laptop. I'll continue to work off that. I'm going to have a couch in there, full length, because I love to read, and I want to be able to lay end to end without having to raise my feet up on the side. So I'm looking forward to that. Coffee table, TV, whiteboard, you know, maybe a little bar, coffee area over there. So my espresso machine isn't cranking up and waking up the wife or just messing up the counter. And so that's what I'm really looking for. I have a space, and the whole purpose of that office is that it is, when I walk through that door, I have my couch, I have everything that I need to be in the right frame of mind and the right space to trade. So it's not, you know, I'm not going to be in there messing around. It's mentally, I come in, I flip the switch, I'm in the trading world, whether I'm back testing systems, whether I'm mentoring traders, whether I'm executing my own trades, whether I'm doing research, thinking, stepping away from the screens, but still in that mindset. So that's going to be really nice for me. I know not everybody has those sort of amenities, but it's something that I've been working for a while. Additionally, I am looking to work with some and mentor some traders one-on-one in person, and it would be, you know, an apprentice journeyman type of world where, you know, you would come out to Arizona and spend a number of months, or, you know, move here, who knows, and we'll have a trading office. So it'll be live trading, and you'll be getting that real knowledge and handed down information. I'm looking to expand my business of traders working with me, and so that's the idea behind it, you know. And it'll have a gym in there. I want a kitchen, you know, a wine cellar, a laboratory. You know, I love to tinker around mess with things. So I'm going to call it the trading lab. The real name of it will be announced sooner or later, but it's going to be my laboratory, and I'm really looking forward to that as well. So for now, I'm going to start with the home office, and then I'm going to move to a bigger office when we start bringing people in. So that's stuff that I've been contemplating and working through on the drive. I got to spend a lot of time listening to the Great Courses audiobook, Western Civilization 2, and that was really interesting. And it gives you a lot of time to think and contemplate about life and about the world, and how having a mission and doing exactly what you need to be doing correctly, and just going all in on it is such an amazing thing. So I have the luxury, we have the luxury to allow me to go all in on what it is that I'm looking to do with trading, and growing growing the trading business and getting better. And definitely, one of the things I learned the most, and this is where I'm going to start kind of tying it all in and wrapping it up here. Mentoring and teaching other people how to trade and be successful has made me such a better trader. I look back pretty much every 3 months. I look back at my, the last 3 months, and I'm like, gosh, you were such an idiot. You know so much more today. I can't believe you were doing that stuff 3 months ago. And it's like that every day. I look back and I'm like, oh man, if I'd have known what I know now, I would have done a lot different then. But guess what? I couldn't know what I know now without being where I was then. So what's important for me is to continue to teach people and work with traders and bring them on, as we bring on more capital and or other methods to ramp traders up. It's really important that for me, and it's selfish. I love teaching and I love helping people and getting people profitable and turning it, getting them into a business that they love, or getting it out of it if they don't. That's really powerful. But in addition to that, so there's a big sense of responsibility there, and that's super powerful. But what that also does is that makes my trading better, and so I can continue to do this work and not just be, well, I have a strategy and I built that in 2012 and I'm just going to do that for the rest of my life. I'm continuously improving my strategies and evolving. What are our financial objectives? How do I want to live my lifestyle? When we were traveling, it was nice to just swing trade and take end of day trades so I could be around doing other things. And now that I'm going to be stationary, I can take on a much bigger workflow, intraday trading, multiple accounts, long-term strategies, swing trading strategies, day trading strategies, multiple capital sources, in addition to the mentorship and the bringing people into the organization. So I guess it's just me wrapping up that trip, and I guess kind of a vlog as it is, more a vlog and less a tactical thing. But get what you can from this information. Ask me the questions. Comment down below. Ask the questions down below. Hit me on Twitter at ChrisDMacro, chrisdover.com, macro-ops.com/quant. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm putting all this stuff out. And check out the other guys too. They're deep knowledge in all these other aspects of the business. And yeah, so after a trip to Puerto Rico here this weekend, we're going to go spend the week there and in Miami. That's it. We're done for our nomadic life for the next handful of months while we bring our son into the world and kind of take it, go through that journey. Hit me up. Also, if you're interested and you can get yourself to Arizona and want to get into this, I'm serious about it. I'm not going to get visas for people. I got a lot of questions on that. Maybe in the future there's something there. But for now, it's going to be, whoever can get here. And, it's an experiment. We're going to see how it works. I don't have a formal program here. Eventually we may do something like that, but this is just an experiment to see if we can get people out here, get them going, get them learning, get them where they need to be. Maybe it's just get out here and yeah, I'm not into trading, but we're talking lifestyle. So, there's the meditation and the cold showers and the yoga and the breathing and the exercising and the hiking and the, being out in nature and, making yourself better and getting in and building systems and back testing. And, if you're a coder, learning how to do this so that when you have a strategy, you can then code it up and really expand the business. All sorts of different things. You don't need to be a coder. Really, the only thing I'm looking for are people who are saying yes, I'm a ride or die. I'm getting out to Arizona and we're going to make this happen. It's purely just, I just want to do this for people who are ready to do it and want to do it. And yeah, that's it, man. I love every one of you guys. Thank you so much for reaching out and staying engaged and asking the questions that you do. I think everybody is we're doing some really good stuff here, and we have a unique way of doing things, and it's it kind of, hopefully it stands out, like people see how useful it is to go this route. So that's it. Happy January-ish, and yeah, happy trading.